Hello friends, once again welcome back to Alchemy Academy platform. So in this video lesson, I'll discuss about dry gas seal system in centrifugal compressor. So I hope you know the function of centrifugal compressor, because after that you will be able to relate this dry gas seal system. So this is your compressor, this is the suction, then this is the discharge. Suction, towards the suction, vapor goes at the low pressure, and towards the discharge we get a high pressure vapor. So suction, low pressure vapor, discharge, high pressure discharge we get because of the action of the centrifugal compressor. So centrifugal compressor will have a series of impeller, 2 like 3 4 5 impellers kind of that, and based on the centrifugal action and the diffuser, that low pressure low velocity process gas gets converted into high pressure vapor. So our objective in centrifugal compressor is that only, to convert low pressure vapor to high pressure vapor. So this is the objective of centrifugal compressor. Now why do we need that sealing system? So sealing system basically we provide so that the process gas generally in industry is basically most of the time is the hydrocarbon. What is that? Hydrocarbon. So what is hydrocarbon? So hydrocarbon is basically a material, when it comes into the atmosphere, like chances are there that if it gets the ignition source, or if it is at the auto ignition temperature, then it will catch the fire and it will damage the compressor and plant, as well as it can cause damage to the people also if it catches fire. So in order to arrest that what do you call the vapor, that is the hydrocarbon, and it has to be inside the compressor casing only. So we give the sealing arrangement. So this is this arrangement what I have drawn it here. This complete section is basically your sealing section. In this comes labyrinth seal, like there is a mechanical sealing stage, labyrinth seal, then primary seal, and then the secondary seal. Among the primary seal and the secondary seal, we provide nitrogen as a sealing medium. Okay, so how it works actually? So you see, this is the compressor, this is the driving in, you can say. Then there comes the labyrinth seal. This is the mechanical labyrinth seal. So there are chances, like purpose of labyrinth seal is that when process gas is there, like it will reduce, suppose some pressure is there 4-5 kg, then purpose of labyrinth seal that it will reduce that pressure to very low value. So it comes some low pressure value. So when it comes to this even if that there is a small leakage via labyrinth seal, what will happen? That primary sealing gas we provide, so it will act as a backup. So primary gas seal pressure generally is to be 4 to 5 kg per centimeter square. Okay, so this primary gas sealing is kind of providing a backup, okay, giving a back pressure, so that the process gas which is leaking through the labyrinth seal, it has to be arrested between this to this, so that it should not come into the atmosphere. Because when there is a failure of primary gas seal, so what happens? If this primary gas seal arrangement fails, then what happens? This gas will follow a path towards the low pressure region. So it will follow like that, it will come to this region. So this region basically it is connected to the flare. So you can see it here, this is the flare. So whatever the gas, if primary gas sealing arrangement fails, then the process gas will pass through it and it will go into the flare. So flare, if you know, then if you don't know, then flare is a system where in case of any disturbance, that hydrocarbon goes in a closed system and that be burned in a flare system, and that gets burned off at a safe location. So instead of getting burned at the compressor location, we take it and route to the flare where it gets burned off. So primary seal, even if primary seal fails, it goes follow path and there is a leak flare. So I'll tell you in detail that how we'll get to know that primary seal is failing or secondary seal is failing, how this lineup is done. I'm telling you to understand the basic concept, then I'll tell you now in details only. Now you see that this is the primary sealing arrangement given, then you'll see it here. Similarly, there is a secondary sealing arrangement is also given. This is that secondary sealing. So secondary seal, the purpose of secondary seal is basically it gives a backup to the primary seal, because when primary seal fails, then what happens? It will follow the low pressure path that is going to the flare. So instead of it goes to the atmosphere, because in compressor one vent will be provided. So instead of that has to go in vent, we give a secondary sealing here, so that hydrocarbon which is leaking from the compressor should not go into the via the one vent to the atmosphere. So it will follow the path of that flare. So basically secondary seal is like a backup to the primary seal gas. So, and again once comes the barrier seal. Barrier seal I'll explain you. So first of all, understand this total arrangement. So how this dry gas seal system actually works. So dry gas seal system industry we basically maintain with the nitrogen only. So this is nitrogen, you see it here. The nitrogen comes here. This is the isolation valve. We line up it. The pressure we monitor whether nitrogen header pressure is going down or not. We'll get through this pressure transmitter. So it will read around 6 to 7 kg of nitrogen pressure. Then it will comes to the duplex filter. So what happens into the duplex filter? Duplex filter is like dual filter. So like this valve, this is the three-way valve. This will be line up. This will be line up. This will come by this. This will be line up. This will be line up. It will go by this path. So one filter will be in the standby, other filter will be in the as a isolated condition. When the DP cross, so any contamination comes, it gets filtered into the duplex filter, and we read like that whether if we read that amount of plugging in the filter, so that plugging will be monitored with the PDT, pressure differential transmitter. So we measure the delta P across the filter. So if that pressure starts increasing, then what will go for the filter changeover, and we clean the filter which was earlier in the line. So this is how this duplex filter works. Now it comes. Now it follow the path of primary sealing. You see this is the nitrogen coming. This valve will be line up. This line up. This line up. This is the bypass of control valve. If any problem comes in this, we can bypass it by throttling it. So see it here. It goes like that. It goes into the primary seal gas line to the driving in, and as well as here non-driving in, you can see. So it is providing this the primary gas sealing. Now this PRB, basically is the control of PRB. So it basically reduces the pressure. So suppose our primary gas seal pressure required 4 kg, you see it 4 kg centimeter square. The PRB will set such that it will take an input such that this will get closure, and the nitrogen which was coming to 6 to 7 kg per centimeter square, it will reduce to 4 kg per centimeter square, and that PT will read. So how we will get to know that primary sealing is healthy? First, nitrogen supply is okay, then this pressure is during the field run. If we are seeing that this pressure is showing positive, like a healthy reading of 4 kg per centimeter square, then the primary seal is okay. Now there is a secondary seal. Like before this PRV, there is after a duplex filter, there is a take up. This take up is going here and here. This is the path of secondary seal. This you see it. This is the secondary seal. This is the flow meter, kind of rotameter you can see, and this is the NRV. What is it? NRV, non-return loss. So flow has to go via this path. It should not come via this path. In case of suppose any failure comes or anything, then that process shard gas should not come there. So NRV we are providing NRV, one-sided non-return valve. Basically one-sided is kind of a check valve that allows one side flow only. So this is the NRV. So similarly here NRV. Here also pressure transmitter is there in the conveyor. In the transmitter. So this PRB here also, that PRB reduces the set pressure. This pressure around 2 to 2.5 kg kind of that per centimeter square, like that. So this pressure acts as a backup pressure. So this is the secondary sealing. Secondary sealing again, it's a backup to the primary sealing. Now if primary seal fails, where it follows? It follows the path of this flare. So in that you will see PT. Why 4 number of PT is given? Pressure transmitter. This PT is basically monitoring. We'll see this PT is basically, you will see that this PT is basically monitoring purpose. Now these 3 PT will like interlock purpose. Suppose primary seal gas fails, then what happens? this processed gas will comes to the flare. This pressure reading will increase, starts reading higher value. Suppose and on that 2 out of 3 interlock value, 2 out of 3 interlock value, tripping of that compressor will be given. Suppose tripping is there on 4 kg of the seal leak, primary seal leak. Then if two transmitters reach the above 4 above 4 kg per centimeter square and tripping given at 4, then compressor will get tripped. So any out of 3 transmitter, 2 if reads more than 4 kg per centimeter square, then compressor will stop for the safety of the equipment. It is designed by the vendor only. Now another thing, during the field round beacon with the PT, that pressure or PG transmitter, then FT is given, flow. So if that primary gas seal started leaking, this flow reading will start, this FT reading will, and the LCP local control panel would be there, on that will see the FT is there. So if this flow starts increasing, then we'll get to know the primary seal, chances are there it started leaking. So both the sides will get to know. So this is how we'll get to know whether primary seal got damaged or not. Now one more is there, barrier seal. So what is the barrier seal gas? So barrier seal gas, where it is provided? So barrier seal gas is provided between secondary seal, where between secondary seal, this is the secondary seal, and the compressor bearing. So this side of driving it, compressor bearing would be there, like that compressor bearing would be there. So between these two we are providing barrier seal. Name itself says what is the function of? It prevents entry of lube valve into seal zone. So in bearing house, definitely we are providing lube valve inlet, outlet. So lube valve be cool, like send into the bearing house, then warm or heat it takes from the bearing house, comes out, as temperature would be higher, it again went to the lube valve cooler, again it cools and pump into the sump, again that recycling lube valve circulation would be there. So that is the different topic. So basically in bearing house lube valve would be there. So lube valve chances are there, if barrier seal gas is not there, then lube valve comes into the compressor. That this is the secondary sealing arrangement. So in order to prevent that, we are providing the bearing seal gas. So the pressure of bearing seal gas pressure would be around how much? 1.055 kg per centimeter square to kind of 1.1 or 1.2 kg per centimeter square. So this is the barrier seal. So barrier seal function I have told you now. So this is how this dry gas seal system works. Now one more thing, critical thing I'll see with respect to the compressor startup, one checkpoint. You will see that in that anywhere you go into, if you see the dry gas seal system, if there is lube valve pump, so if you are going to start the lube valve pump and all interlocks healthy, then you will not be able to start the lube valve pump. Why? Lube valve, because that lube valve will, if you start first, comes into the bearing house, then chances are there that lube valve comes into the seal arrangement, this secondary and primary sealing arrangement. So in order to avoid that, there would be interlock until or unless that your dry gas seal system is lined up. Basically this barrier seal pressure is healthy. If that barrier seal pressure is healthy, then only you will be able to line up what? You will be able to stop the pump. You will able to start the pump, lube valve pump. So this is kind of interlock we provide in the dry gas seal system. So I hope you got it. This is what I wanted to convey about the dry gas seal system. So what happens? Dry gas system is kind of sealing arrangement. If I have to summarize in 1 minute, so what I would say, dry gas seal system is a sealing arrangement consists of a primary and secondary sealing. Primary sealing is directly giving a sealing to the process, the process vapor, process gas, so that it should not come into the atmosphere. Again, the secondary sealing is basically, secondary seal gas is basically for the backup to the primary seal failure. In case of primary seal failure, it should not go into the atmosphere. And I have told you regarding if it leakages, then how will you identify? So these are the pressure transmitter flow I have told you. So guys, that's all about the dry gas seal system. I hope you like this lesson. If you have any doubt or confusion, you can comment in the comment box, or if you want to know any other topic regarding compressor or any industrial topic, you can comment in the comment box. I'll try to make a video for your query and publish it on my channel, or else I'll reply on your on the comment box. I'll reply for your query. So guys, that's all for today. Thank you so much.